by many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium, the whole of downtown Nashville. Located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Chubb. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got it.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the Colts are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Second down at 5.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ekeler going to get it again on second down.
And fights through one man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
5 yards remain on second down. Here's a give to Carter.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Quick throw completed by Watson.
Touchdown Colts. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the start.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Watson.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson.
And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on third down. Watson.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he's got some space here. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Watson.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw again on second down. Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Forced out to his left.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A handoff for Carter.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Michael Carter.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 3. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they...
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side.
Nothing!
Touchdown Colts. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the... Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Carl Lawson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Second and 9.
To throw is Watson.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Check 26, check 26.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Hits his target, the tight end Mo Alie-Cox. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alie-Cox, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Colts have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Gano the extra point, and it is 42-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to get a score back. Santos with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Another tote for Carter.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Carter. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
And they'll run here with Carter.
The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Carter once more.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Back now in Nashville. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Running left on the handoff, Carter.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. Down to the 6-yard line.